Yo boys, it's Dan. Welcome back to another Premier League prediction video. Now, if I look terrible and feel terrible, because I do, and because I just took my vaccine boosted today, so this arm here is completely numb, well, painful. But that's not going to stop us from filming this Premier League prediction. We're getting to it. You know, last week's guest, Mr. Josh, got himself fucking 18 points. 18, that is unbelievable. And this week's guest is the thumbnail maker, Ben. But Ben isn't going to show his face or talk because he's not allowed to, so maybe just I'll put like a card in there and say this is Ben's prediction. And without any further ado, let's get into game week number 16 of the Premiership. Let's go. With the first game is Brentford versus Watford. Now these two teams, Watford lost to Man City 3-1 and Brentford were doing well in the league. These two teams, Watford down the bottom need the points, Watford need the points, Brentford's doing well as well, but I will say that it will be a 2-2 draw between Brentford and Watford. And Mr. Ben, what are you in for the very first time on this channel, mate? You can make a move to Man City versus Wolves. Now Man City are actually in decent form, and Wolves, they're also in good form as well, coming off the back of a defeat, coming back of a couple of good results for Wolves and Man City now. And let's just go with, it'll be a 3-1, I'm going to say 3-1 Man City. And Ben, what are you going for, mate? And can make now we move to Arsenal versus Southampton. Now Arsenal come into this on the back of two defeats in a row. Losing to Man United on the Thursday night, if we seen it live reaction, and losing to Everton on Monday night. On Monday, Southampton need wins, and quick. Southampton could do some wins right now, and Arsenal want to bounce back from that humbling defeat, from that last minute defeat against Everton. So I will say it will be a scrappy 2-1 win to Arsenal. And Ben, what are you going for, mate? They move to the league. No, not the league leaders. Chelsea versus Leeds. Now Chelsea lost the lead of the Premier League over the weekend because they got beaten by West Ham and Leeds, definitely not, they got a 95th minute equaliser against Brentford with Patrick Bamford back. He's literally come out of the bloom effect. He's literally come out of the bloom. He came out of the middle of nowhere, Bamford, but with him back, Leeds have a chance. Leeds have a chance. They really have a chance for it. I will say it will be 2-1 to Chelsea. And Mr. Ben, what are you in for, mate? Thank you, mate. They move to Leeds versus Aston Villa. Liverpool were decent. They are second in the league now on goals different. No, it's a point. I'll go into that later when we get down to Man City. Really not Man City. So Liverpool are a point behind City and a point in front of Chelsea. And Villa, amazing. They're changing Gerrard. I'm sorry Aston Villa, but you're gonna lose this game. 3-0. And Mr. Ben, what are you going for, mate? Now move, now you move to Norwich versus Manchester United. Now Norwich, they're on goals difference, and under Ralph Rangnick are playing beautifully. Fred got the winner in Rangnick's first game in charge in the league. As time of filming this, we are playing Young Boys tonight in the UEFA Champions League. And he's determined to be changed. I'm hearing rumours that Henderson has played and done his best as well. And I mean, we should be putting aside Norwich 4-0. But it could easily be more. It could easily be 4, 5, 6. But I'm going 4. And Ben, what are you going for, mate? And then we now move to Brighton versus Spurs. Now I know Sped is a Spurs fan, so he'll probably get back in the Spurs win. No, oh, Bismarck they scored 4. Actually, time of filming this game might not actually be happening because they have a COVID issue in their camp. But hopefully this game does go ahead, and it'll be a Spurs win of 3-0. We'll know by tonight if that game is going ahead or not because that has on PCR tests soon. But a number of players and stuff with COVID, so with all the players involved, the speed recovery. So hopefully let's have this game against today and on Thursday is today Tom saying this, and Sunday when the teams play. And Ben, as a Spurs fan, get back in your boys. And they move to Burnley versus inform and flying West Ham. Now West Ham beat Chelsea like I said, and they're flying. They are flying, though, boys. They're playing some good stuff. And Burnley, same old Burnley, isn't it? Just Burnley, isn't it? Consistently bottom of the half table. West Ham to win this game 3-0. And Mr. Ben, what are you going for, pound? And I move to Leicester versus Newcastle. Newcastle got their first win against Burnley on the weekend, but they're probably not going to win this game against Newcastle. No, against Leicester, because Leicester are too strong at home. And I'm going to say, and it will be a 2-1 win to Leicester. And for the penultimate time, Mr. Ben, what are you going for, mate? You can tell me. I can't remember the arm side here. Hence why I'm giving his hand his hand up and a lot because his hand hasn't been done. They move to the final game, which is Crystal Palace versus Everton. Now Palace, they should have got something. They should have really got something out of the game against Man United. Like should have done, but we didn't seem to happen. Everton. They're actually finding their form. They're actually finding their form. They actually are. They are beginning to find their form now. Now we're beginning to find their form here. And I'm going to say it'll be a 2-2. It'll be a 1-1 draw. And for the final time, Ben, what are you going for, pal? Thank you, mate. Thank you, guys. That will bring this Premier League video to an end. If Ben wants me to, I will leave his graphic link in the description down below. He is sick at what he does. You really keep going. He makes all the comments for me, but most of them anyway. What he can do. So the comments you've been seeing for the last 2 are mine, but his have been mostly thumbnails because they're in sick. So until then, I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully, boys, by next week or 2 weeks, we'll have like a Christmassy intro. and get someone to make it for me. But until then, peace.